me turning into a psychology major to get my crush to like me back. Hey guys, it's Sharon. I apologize because I, once again, am sick. It's unbelievable, I know. I think this is just a really bad and chronic sinus infection that just hasn't gone away, so like I'm not surprised. So basically just don't mind me if I sound a little bit nasally and a little bit crusty. I'm trying my best, okay? Anyways, today is technically not February yet. It's the last day before February. And in February, there's this holiday in it that you may love, you may hate. It's called Valentine's Day. So when it comes to Valentine's Day on this channel, I like to do a lot of love-related videos and like crushes and just like first dates, first kisses, your embarrassing first time stuff. So this is gonna be the first video of the month, technically speaking, even though it's not February, we're all gonna pretend it is. And you might not even be watching this in February, so it doesn't even matter because time is a man-made concept. That being said, today I am talking about the awkward things that all girls do when they have a crush. We're gonna see if these are legit or not. We're gonna see if we actually do these or not, because I, as a girl, think I can confirm or deny them. Anyways, if you want to see more videos like this, I do have a couple more like this on my channel. I think my most recent one was 20 embarrassing things all girls do. You guys really love this content and I really love this content as well, so go check that out. And if you have any requests, any specific one that you'd like to see, make sure to comment that down below. If you want a chance to be in my videos, have a say in them, or get to be shout out of the day, just follow me on my social media. That is my TikTok, my Twitter, and my Instagram. Almost forgot that one. If you want to see more, definitely make sure you're subscribed and your post notifications are turned on. All that being said, go grab your snacks, go grab your tea, and together, let's see if we agree with these or not. And you can go ahead and follow along in the comments to all 14 of them. So I'm very excited. So this is an article. It is literally titled 14 Awkward Things Girls Do When They Have a Crush. It says, don't worry, you're not the only one. Let's see though, sis. Let's see if you know me. Number one is stare at him. Okay, yes. I mean, I can't help but stare at something attractive, you know? It says, you seat at the back in class or in a coffee shop just so he won't see you staring at him with hearts popping in your eyes. But then he looks back, and of course you'll look away and pretend you're actually looking around. This is so classic. This is like the #1 flirting move, okay? You look at a cute guy until he looks back at you, and the second he looks back at you, you look away and you look uninterested. That is how girls flirt. Change my mind. And boys, if you're not picking up on it, get with it. Number 2 is stalk him for hours. I see, so we're just going in. Getting right to the point over here. Yes. And here's the worst part though. It's majority of the time like unintentional. Like you just get so caught up on social media and like Instagram stalking, especially like you tap one account, you tap another, you tap another, you tap another tagged, and suddenly you're on like your crush's first cousin's second boyfriend, brother. I don't know what the heck I just said, but like you get where I'm going with this. You just end up in this deep dark rabbit hole and you just don't know how you got there other than just aimlessly scrolling and tapping. We're guilty as charged. I mean, honestly, like who's better trained, the FBI or girls? You tell me. This says you search for his Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, and Instagram accounts, but don't have the guts to follow or add him because you don't want him to know you're into him, so you just stalk until you unconsciously like something he posted 3 months ago. Oops. Who hasn't accidentally liked something they weren't supposed to like? Oh my gosh, I hate that feeling. And in my head, I'm like, I hope they have their notifications off. If they get the notification and they tap it and they say that you didn't like it, so it's like, oh, you were clearly stalking me and you liked it and unliked it, but too late, I already saw it. Yeah, it's tough being a stalker. That has such a negative connotation. Number 3, look for something common between the two of you. Absolutely. And I've definitely given this as a piece of advice for getting closer to your crush on this channel. No shame, it's so true. It says one of the reasons you stalked your crush is to look for something in common. Exposed. So you can convince yourself and your friends that you're meant for each other. And sometimes it goes like this. He has a baby sister. I love kids. Oh wait, he plays video games. I play video games too. Oh my god, I have done this. And I'm pretty sure like one of my videos before I was like, hey, find out if he plays a sport and go see that sport. And I've done that. I remember I used to have like a crush on a guy that played like baseball. I'd go to his baseball games. God, it was bad. How can I be more obvious without being obvious, as I'm already being the most obvious possible? But listen, it's true though. Find out their interest and then you have something to talk about, and that's how you get to know them better, and that's how you get to form a relationship. So I see nothing wrong with this one. Me making myself feel better. Number 4, make a code name with your friends. I just got flashbacks in middle school. My friends and I never called our crushes crushes by their names ever. It was always a code name because we were too terrified for someone to overhear and suddenly someone knows that we have a crush on this guy or that we're talking about our crush, and then they're gonna tell them, and suddenly it's like there goes our plan of not letting him know ever. I think one of my crushes' code names was Bucket. I don't know why. Oh, I think it was because he had like a moppy hairdo and we just called him Bucket because he had a bucket on his head. If you don't speak in code names with your friends, what are you doing? That is the way to go. The same way like you might have a code name for your period, you have a code name for your crush. Just don't make it something obvious. Like, I don't know, like if he's like a blonde, maybe don't call him Blondie because then, okay, it's kind of exposed. Do something like Bucket, Potato, Eggplant. Ooh, maybe not Eggplant. 5, play scenarios in your head that probably would never happen. Daydreaming about your crush anywhere feels so great because everything just seems so perfect in your imagination, even though you haven't talked to him in real life. Who doesn't come up with all these scenarios? And it could be about your crush, it could be about anything. Like, I'm over here having scenarios of me being interviewed by like Oprah and walking the red carpet, you know, like I don't know if it's just a thing that girls do, but I know it's a thing that I do. I just grabbed this hanger and I'm messing around with it. I know it's a thing that I do often, not just about crushes, and like, what's wrong with that? Sometimes it's better in my head than in the real world, and I don't see anything wrong with that, especially when no one else knows what is going on in your head, which is scary and awesome all at the same time. Go to places where you know you'll see him. Damn, didn't I just expose myself? Go to his games. If he plays basketball, go to his basketball game. This says, how will he notice you if he doesn't see you? So you go to places you know you'll see him. You've memorized his routine. You know he always eats dinner at the mall every Thursday and Friday, meets up with his friends at the park every Monday afternoon. You've memorized literally everything. Oh my gosh, I remember in middle school, I'd be like, okay, well, this is his period. He's in this one for first period. He's in this for third period. He has to take this hallway to get to fourth period. Oh my gosh, it was so bad. You ever wonder if like there's someone out there doing the same to you? Like, I wonder if there was a guy out there having a crush on me that did all these weird crazy things that I did. Probably not, but like, I mean, I'd be pretty flattered if so, even though I'm pretty embarrassed that I'm admitting to doing that stuff. But yeah, it'd be like that sometimes. There's literally this thing in psychology where it's like the more you see something, the more you start to like it. Is it just like exposure? I know there's overexposure where it is if you see something too many times, you start to dislike it. So it's gotta be just the right amount. Me turning into a psychology major to get my crush to like me back. 7, overanalyze everything he does around you. He asks for your number and then you immediately think he's going to ask you out, even though you were both just placed in the same group for a project and he asked every other person for their number. I think this is like the toughest part about like, I don't know about y'all, but for me about being a girl is just like overanalyzing everything. And I don't know if guys overanalyze as much as we do. I'm sure there's someone out there that does, but I don't know why we do it. I think it's just like, okay, listen, scientifically, girls were stronger in the head with emotions and just intelligence and knowledge and stuff, and men are physically stronger. So maybe that's why we overanalyze everything, or I don't know, maybe it's the way society has treated girls that we're taught to overanalyze everything. I don't freaking know, man. I just know I wish I could stop overanalyzing every little single thing, and I still do it. I think the hard truth I learned about growing up and like having a crush is it's usually not that deep. It is usually very surface level, and there's usually not much else to it. Take it for face value. Guys just don't complicate things, so why are you gonna sit there and complicate it yourself? Had to learn that lesson the hard way. 8, you stutter when he talks to you. Not really. I guess get nervous sometimes. Like, I'm starting to think like when I was younger, yeah. But here's the thing though, like the best piece of advice to avoid like stuttering or getting nervous when you're talking to your crush is just talk to them like you would your best friend. Because at the end of the day, like, not to sound cliche or anything, I think the best relationships start with a friendship. So if like you can make your crush your friend first, I think it'll be a stronger bond and a stronger relationship. So just treat them like your friend, and at the end of the day, you want your crush to be your friend, right? They're not any different than you or me or your bestie. They are also just another person. I get it. You're so hard eyes over them, but like, don't fumble the bag. You got this. Just be confident. Just talk to them like you would anyone else, and then gush over them when they've left. Number 9, you try to impress him. You know how to jump rope like a pro, so you were excited to impress him at gym class. Oh my god. Me in gym trying to learn how to play basketball and football and completely sucking at it, but thinking I was doing an amazing job. And my crush was like, oh my god, a girl who's great at sports. We love her. I hate sports. I hate sports so bad. Why are we like this? There's nothing wrong with trying to impress someone, okay? And I think we've all done it. Granted though, another hard lesson I've had to learn is you don't have to impress anyone except for yourself. As long as you're happy and content with what you're doing, that's the opinion that matters the most, your own. Also, that's just a part of growing up, like especially middle school. All of this is just going back to middle school. What a time to be alive. What a tough time to be alive. Oh my gosh, middle school is rough. Number 10, show too much enthusiasm when he's around. This goes, you want him to see how fun you are to hang out with, so you get all bubbly when you're with your friends while he's just sitting at the next table. Actually, no, I think I've done this. You want to bring like attention to yourself, right? But you don't want to bring too much attention to yourself. So there's that constant, where's the balance? How do I get him to notice me? And granted, yes, yada yada, at the end of the day, just be yourself. And if he's a real one and if he likes you, he'll like you for who you are. But okay, I need to bring attention to myself so he knows that I exist, right? I get it. I get the argument and I get the points here. What I was gonna say originally is though, if you get too bubbly and too over enthusiastic when your crush is around, it's obvious. It's obvious that you're trying too hard to get their attention and that you are putting on a show and that you're doing it for someone else. So again, finding the balance of not being obvious but grabbing attention. It's an art. It's a skill that you gotta work on, craft, and master. 11, or you become too quiet. Yup, there really is no in between. You either get too loud and too obnoxious and you're making it too obvious, or you become too quiet and mute and nervous and you're making it obvious. It's literally all about balance. This is what I'm telling you. Just treat your crush like a friend and everything will be fine. I hope. 12, ask your friends suggestions on how to reply. Absolutely. If you are not in the group chat, then are you really their crush? I remember my friend would ask me, hey, what do I text this guy back? And she'd take a screenshot. And one time she accidentally sent it back to the guy himself. What do you do in that situation? Oh, that's so crazy. My phone accidentally took a screenshot and sent it. I don't even know what to like lie about. I don't know how to save yourself there. So if you're gonna do that, be very careful. But again, I know we've all done it and I know we all do it. Like, oh, what do I say? Oh my God, he just texted me. Should I text back now? Should I add emojis? Why are we like this? Meanwhile, dude's probably like, that's it. 13, laugh at his jokes, only if they're funny. I get it, when you like your crush, you think everything is wonderful, handy dandy. Do not let that man, your crush, whatever, whoever, believe they are funny if they're not, okay? Only laugh if it's actually funny, because first of all, what if you find out your crush is a jerk and they're making like really messed up jokes that are like homophobic or like racist? What are you gonna do, laugh at his jokes even though they're really crappy and he's exposing himself as a horrible person? No, you're not gonna laugh. So only laugh if you generally find it funny. Thank you very much. And this last one says, and when he asks you if you like him, you deny everything. Absolutely, wholeheartedly. I don't think I've ever told someone I liked them first. I need to know if you like me, so I'm not the one that's exposing myself and making myself seem very vulnerable and just preparing myself for that heartbreak, you know? So if I know that you don't like me, then I don't have to tell you and face that embarrassment and that shame, and I can just heal and deal with it in private, you know? If they don't like you back, what's the point of letting them know that you like them? If your crush tells you that they like you though, then please tell them you like them back, because if not, you're only hurting yourself, sis. But also though, like, don't be afraid to actually tell your crush, because I mean, hey, confidence is key, and also I feel like it is a great way to kind of save everyone some time, especially you, because at the end of the day, it is your own time that you're like spending on someone, having a crush on this person. So instead of maybe having a crush on a guy for 3 years and not knowing if he likes you back, go ahead and be like, hey, I like you. Are you interested in this? And then if they say no, you can be like, okay, cool, I'm gonna move on. So you're not spending so much time just thinking about this crush, if that makes sense. So it's like a double-edged sword. Like, there are pros and cons to everything, but I think at the end of the day, like, it probably is best to tell them so you're not hurting yourself and like restricting yourself from someone else, if that makes sense. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give us a thumbs up. I want to know in the comments below, which one of these do you do 110%? Like, hands down, this is your #1 thing that you do. If there are any others that weren't in this article that you would like to share, definitely feel free to. I'm very curious. Shout out of the day goes to Shaxy on Instagram. I hope I said that right. Thank you so much. If you'd like to be shout out of the day, just follow me on my Instagram and stay active. And if you'd like to see more videos like this, I have a whole lot more on my channel. Check out my Girl Talks playlist. If there's a request for a video that you would like to see, definitely make sure to let me know as well. I don't know if I mentioned this, but I know after Vlogmas, I took a little bit of a break. I'm basically back to uploading normally, so that is Mondays and Thursdays, twice a week, every single week, unless something happens, but I will let you guys know on my social media and my YouTube community tab page. So if you want to see more, definitely make sure you're subscribed and your post notifications are turned on, and I will see you guys next time. Bye. Don't get crushed by your crushes. Only you crush your crushes.